I'm enjoying this five-way. I'm telling you. Okay, we got to get right back into it. And unfortunately, we got to make it like a lot of men you may have had in your life, Fast and Furious. I want to go straight to...
Just go straight.
A delicious...
Okay.
I've heard. I've heard. I know it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Be on top. We want to go right into, have women destroyed chivalry? Have they? Have they destroyed chivalry? Have they taken men out of the position of really trying to be what some men would call just nice to you? You know? I mean, they just want to be nice. They want to open the door. Like, I'll open the door. To me, I've always just been taught to do that anyway, regardless.
Just think about a vibrator.
Just to open the door for you? Carol?
No. I think men don't enjoy being chivalrous anymore.
It's a habit for me. I don't even think about it. I think when I go out, I'll open the door for my girlfriend. It's just like, okay, come on, babe. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even, it's natural habit for me now. So I don't know.
It's probably how you were raised.
But I think there are a lot of women that don't let men do that. I remember I used to wait tables, and I got to the table one time, and if it's in you, it's in you. No, I agree, but listen what I'm about to say. Listen what I'm about to say.
Okay.
All right. Let me take the lead.
All right.
I was waiting tables, and I had a table one time, and there was this lady and this gentleman. And I went to the table, and I guess it must have been a business meeting. And I came there, and I said, are you folks ready to order? I said, okay, ladies first. She said, no, we're not doing that here. And I'm like, I thought I insulted her. And to me, it kind of throws things off, because there are women that do that.
But they may have just had an argument.
No, they was business. It was business. Yeah. No, I've had an argument with my woman. She's still gonna be like, I'm ordering first. You know what I'm saying?
But still, you can't use that as the game.
I'm only using it as a point of reference. I'm not saying that all women are that way. I'm saying, though, there are a lot of men that make the argument, women don't allow men to do that anymore. And
I don't want to be on a
that,
pedestal, personally. I don't want to be on a pedestal.
Okay, you may not, but there's a
I will open the door.
Okay, there you go. Now you don't want to, she does. How do we make that choice though? Because in dealing with someone like Carolyn just wants to be treated as genderless. She wants to be. We're not genderless.
No, I'm a woman. I'm proud to be.
No, I'm not saying you're not proud to be a woman. What I'm saying, as far as just equal, you just don't want it to be a preference based on you being a woman, right?
Right.
She is saying she wants to be put on this pedestal because she's a woman.
Yes, I do.
So I mean, there is that dichotomy going on.
I like the chivalry, and when I get to a restaurant, in fact, at the door, I'll just wait quietly for him to catch up and open the door. So, you have to create an environment where you make it easier for the man to do that. But that doesn't mean that if the person it's snowing and the person is getting out of the car, and I purposely sit in the car and wait for the poor guy to come around to open the door.
But there are a lot of women that do that.
So you don't have to go to that extent.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Extreme.
Is that something? But that's not extreme. There's some women who are raised like that.
It's raining outside and I wait for the poor guy.
There are women who are raised like that by their daddy. If a man don't open the door for you, if he ain't willing to do this, that, and the other, he ain't a man. Leave him alone.
You can't generalize. There are different kind of women, you know. So
I agree. Women
depends on your interests, your upbringing, your everything, your experiences. So you can't generalize.
I will open the door for a man too. So it's not that I don't like the door. I love the door open for me, but I will also open it for you.
If his legs are broken,
respecting you. If I'm driving, whoever's my passenger, I open the door for them.
Yeah, I would do that too.
But I've had boyfriends who've
So hold on, wait a minute, just a second. Hold on, wait a minute. You say that you roll around it because she is there like, oh, hell no. Hell no. You know how to open it.
Yeah, you know how to open it.
With an alarm, you don't have to walk around.
Right, no, but I'm saying you open the door for a man?
Absolutely.
Wow. I don't even know how.
And they don't like it.
I'm trying to think though. If my girl came around and said, "Come on, baby, get out," and open the door.
If the door has been opened for me, I'll sit in the passenger seat and I'll reach over and unlock the door and open the door for
I'll do
him.
that.
Oh yeah, well, that's the rule. If you let a girl in and she don't unlock the door for Buddha, you know what I mean? Just get her out of there.
What I think what is being mixed here is feminism, what is feminism versus what is chivalry.
Okay.
Chivalry is basic courtesy that men show to women.
Exactly.
It's nothing to do with women's independence or women's feminism.
It was
That's
actually
something
just a
set
code
aside.
of conduct, right? It was a code of conduct, and in that code of conduct, there was a way that you treated women in a specific way, and there was a way that you were honorable towards everybody else.
And many men still do that, and they like it.
Feminism is defined as hard. See, but that's part of the problem. Feminism is always defined as hard and coarse. And most of the women that I have dated, I would consider them feminist. I'm sorry. I would consider them feminist. And so,
well,
but they were never hard and coarse.
Luck. Sorry, that's been your luck.
I have no problem with that. I would rather, I don't like dumb women. I don't like weak women. I don't like any of that stuff. I like a woman that, well, I want someone to stand up with me. I mean, I joke about my girlfriend beating me up. It happens sometimes. That's okay. But I'm saying that I do like strong women.
Even for paying.
I do like strong women, though. I like a woman that I feel like I don't have to worry about her.
Yeah, even paying the bills. I mean, if you go out with a man, you can't expect the man to always pay for you. You need to offer paying sometimes as well. It's perfectly fine. So there's no one.
I wish Tasha was here, one of our producers. Tasha said, Tasha.
Well, I think it depends. There's always that it depends clause in there. It depends.
If women were paid equally, that would be nice.
If men are earning really much more,
all the time.
I love her. I like Carolyn is just straight. Can I work with you? Because I want to get some legislation passed myself. Carolyn like, hey, whatever. I like that. It did
transform the world.
Absolutely. That's what I want to do.
That's right.
That's what I want to do.
If a man is earning
more
than a woman, then that's it. Then the man can pay.
But I always believe
it's fine.
I agree, but I've always said, like, on our first show, on our pilot episode, we had a discussion on relationships, and I said that if a woman asks you out, I usually pay, and the guys would go, nah, she's supposed to pay for you or something like that, and I said, really? I said, but I thought,
it depends.
To me, it seems that with this kind of back and forth, the whole thing about romance gets lost somewhere along the way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit when you talk about chivalry. I think you are talking about a sense, kind of implementing romance and everything, which goes to another question. And
Don't be scared now.
Do you want your man to, for lack of a better term, yes. Do you want your man on top in your romance? Do you want a man, is there a specific position in a relationship, a romantic relationship between men and women that a man should hold up and a woman should hold up?
He need to be behind me.
Oh, my God. Carol.
I think I'm not understanding the question.
I'm saying in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, is there a specific role men and women should have in dealing with each other?
You mean on a physical sense, emotional sense?
All of it.
Whichever one you want them to be.
Is there a defined specific role? I think I'm
You define it.
We're going to be right back with more POV. Caroline's going to come back with her answer. She's going to think about it.
I don't know.
You define the role.
That question.
You nasty, yes.
That question is not required.